That's what I would say.
Dr. Kundayo, my question on that same trajectory will be about education.
Yes.
You are both in the academia, so you would know what the education policy of Nigeria looks like. Is it visionary? Is it futuristic and all of that? Those are the questions that I want you to speak to.
We were on a platform yesterday, and where former Vice Chancellor of the university was saying, oh, the government should fund education more. You see, and I look at it. You see, for me, I was in government. I just retired last year. And I know when you come for budgeting, health is there, environment is there, and all they want part of this cake. You see, and unfortunately, if we are to give everything to education and health, then how are we going to pay salary? So when we look at education, how do we make it functional? For me, I would say, basically, the primary and secondary education should be rejigged. Number one, should be rejigged in such a way that we want, you see, people should be able to, after primary and secondary school, you may not even say you want to go to university. That's what I experienced in Singapore when I was in Singapore. 4 years I spent there. And, you know, I discovered that from secondary school, many of them will just go for a job, go and work for 2-3 years before they are thinking of polytechnic or university. So if we can make it more vocational so that you learn 1 or 2 trades from primary school to your secondary school, 1 or 2 trades. So by the time you finish, you may not even immediately go to the university or go to the polytechnic. You see, you can already begin to produce. Because our nation now needs to be producing. You see the National Assembly putting more than 1 trillion into the budget because they are thinking that the oil price that's not stable will go up in 2022. You see, and where is the production? So this is the thing for our education. It has to be made more functional. And then for our tertiary education, also we keep on having issue with the government because government cannot meet. Professor is here, cannot meet that with demand. In what happened in US, he can tell us. Is you go for loan, you go for bursary. You see,
it's interesting where all of this conversation has come to now, especially when you think about the fact that one of the primary visions of the NYSC is to train, is a transition program into the real world, so to speak. And it's supposed to teach entrepreneurship and all of that, and yet we still have jobless youths. I'm just wondering. Anyway, we're out of time for this conversation now. Dr. John Ekundayo, leadership development consultant and organizational strategist, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming once again.
Thank you for having me.
Professor Vincent Anibogo, Director General, International Institute of National Transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr.
for provoking us this morning.
Thank you.